New Jersey Republican Governor Chris Christie is in some hot water. He just finished just a nonstop, just endless press conference discussing why, as he claims, his aides partially shut down access to the George Washington Bridge on the New Jersey side, all apparently as a means of retaliation against the mayor of Fort Lee, New Jersey. This is unbelievable. According to CBS News and the Associated Press, Governor Chris Christie says he knew nothing of a plan by some of his closest aides to create traffic jams leading to the George Washington Bridge as political payback against the town mayor. The most horrific part of all of this, a political stunt that Chris Christie says he knew nothing about, led to emergency responders being delayed in attending to 4 medical situations, including one where a 91-year-old woman was unconscious due to traffic gridlock caused by these unannounced lane closures. That woman was late getting care and ended up dying. Chris Christie asked how he feels about that. He says he feels horribly and that he can't change history. And I think evidence that he can't change history, Lewis, is in that if he could change history, he probably would have started that absurd press conference all over again because it was just utter insanity.
The whole thing is insanity. And are we really to believe that this was only orchestrated by his staff? I mean, that seems outrageous.
Well, let's talk about that. The key points from the press conference are that Chris Christie apologized to the people of Fort Lee in the state of New Jersey. He is going to go to Fort Lee and personally apologize to the town. He fired Deputy Chief of Staff Bridget Ann Kelly, and he also ordered Bill Stepien to withdraw his name from consideration to be chairman of the New Jersey Republican Party, and also to stop consulting for the Republican Governors Association. He also said that the behavior exhibited here was unacceptable. He also says he had no involvement at all in the planning and execution of this. If it is true that Chris Christie had no knowledge of this, he may be able to avoid some of the further negative repercussions. If at some point, Lewis, Chris Christie is determined to actually have had some knowledge of what was going on, he is absolutely done.
Oh yeah, no shot whatsoever becoming president if this is true. And if this is true, then that's perfect because someone who does this would clearly have no concern for anyone who was stuck in traffic or had somewhere to be, or no concern for any of the repercussions of doing something like this.
Let's also analyze what you wanted to talk about there, Lewis, which is he just had no involvement at all in whether we believe that or not. How far does this go? Because ultimately, we hear this, the buck stops with the elected official. But if the elected official can really be completely, if they can completely avoid responsibility by saying that their staff did it, well, why are we even voting for the elected official? We should just be electing the staff. I've never really bought into the total lack of responsibility. I understand you can say, listen, this person was wrong, this person has been fired, blah, 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 but I'm taking full responsibility. And this idea that he just is not involved at all seems completely pathetic to me.
Right. In most businesses, in most situations, crap flows downhill, they say, right?
Right.
But in the political world, I think it's the opposite. I think it goes up.
It does.
Yeah.
We'll follow the Chris Christie story and see what ends up happening. He's getting hammered, Lewis, by both Democrats and Republicans, left-wing media, right-wing media right now, and this could be a pretty bad thing for him.